covering every county. This is your statewide newscast, Arkansas Today.
Good afternoon. I'm Ashley Ketz. We're glad you could join us for Arkansas Today. The focus of the State Board of Education meeting back on the Little Rock School District. This morning, the board passed a motion with a 5-4 vote to allow a personnel policy committee representative at each school district in the building. Our Stephanie Sharp's been following the developments. She joins us now live to explain what this all means for the district going forward. Steph?
Well, Ashley, the State Board of Education meeting continued this morning after being adjourned yesterday. The board making decisions on how that personnel policy committee will look like and the makeup of that. Yet Little Rock Superintendent Mike Poore, he asked the district to allow for a smaller PPC that would have about 8 teacher members and 3 administrators. He told the board that this process had already started last month. He also said that there was about 250 applications from people within the district who wanted to be a part of that 8-member PPC board. Education Commissioner Johnny Key, as well as Teacher of the Year, who's also a Little Rock School District teacher, Stacy McAdoo, they also supported to have a smaller PPC. However, other members of the board, they were more supportive of having a larger PPC, having 1 member on the PPC from every single school within the district. There's about 40 schools in the Little Rock School District. So the vote came down to a 4-4 tie for having that larger PPC. It was broken by board chairman Diane Zook. She was the one that voted to allow for that larger PPC. We did speak with Michael Poore after the fact. He says that he now has to inform his staff of this decision. He said that, you know, he was disappointed, but now that this has been passed by the state board, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out exactly how they're going to make this larger PPC work. They have been working with a third party on the application process and voting for the members of the PPC. So that's what he says he's going to be doing today, getting in touch with that third party and figuring out exactly what the next steps are, and also informing the district of how they're going to organize this larger PPC. As far as public comment here today, there was a couple of Little Rock School District parents here. They wanted to speak on the PPC topic specifically. However, the board didn't allow them to speak openly and publicly before the vote was taken. They had to wait until the end of the meeting after the vote was voted for the larger PPC. So many parents here were very disappointed and upset that they weren't able to have any input in this decision before it was brought forth before the board. We'll have a full rundown tonight on KRK4 News at 5 o'clock. Reporting live from the Department of Education, I'm Stephanie Sharp. Back to you.
All right, Stephanie, thanks very much. And now to Capitol Hill, where it is now day 2 of the impeachment hearings. Today featured a key witness who's already testified in private. As Susan McGinnis reports, the former ambassador to Ukraine is describing a smear campaign against her.
Day 2 of public impeachment hearings features Marie Yovanovitch, former U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, abruptly removed from her post last spring, told the president had lost faith in her.
No real reason was offered as to why I had to leave and why it was being done in such a manner.
She was recalled without cause, Yovanovitch says, falsely painted as disloyal by the president's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, who she says wanted her out of the way to conduct a shadow Ukraine policy at the urging of President Trump, who referred to her as bad news in the July call with President Zelensky, and someone who was going to go through some things, leaving her feeling threatened.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, again, shocked, appalled, devastated that the President of the United States would talk about any ambassador like that to a foreign head of state, and it was me. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
Republicans point out Yovanovitch wasn't even in her post in July when the president pressured Ukraine to announce investigations into Joe Biden and the 2016 election while withholding military aid. Democrats arguing that's because she was pushed out by then and that the pressure campaign on Ukraine had already been in the works for months. The president fighting back against Democrats.
All they do is the impeachment nonsense, and everyone knows it's nonsense, and it's even polling like it's nonsense.
Lawmakers will also hear private testimony today from a State Department official who reportedly overheard the president on a phone call asking about investigations. Susan McGinnis, NBC News, Washington.
Within the last few hours, we've learned Roger Stone has been found guilty on all 7 counts by a D.C. federal court. The jury had been in deliberation since Thursday morning. The associate of President Trump was found guilty of witness tampering and lying to Congress about his communications with WikiLeaks collection and subsequent release of hacked Democratic emails. A nonprofit here in the Natural State is pushing to preserve Confederate monuments across the country. The group wants to relocate them to the city of Van Buren. It would start, though, with the monument on the Bentonville Square. It's been there since 1908. You'll remember vandals damaged the monument in September, prompting a criminal investigation. It's just one of several Confederate statues that the Sons of the Southern Cross is trying to preserve.
We'd like to bring them here, and then we can put them back on display, and then people that want to come see the monuments and want to listen to true Southern history, then they'll have the opportunity to do that.
The Sons of the Southern Cross is looking for a property that would fit multiple statues and give them a permanent home. A woman accused of embezzling more than $500,000 from a Cabot business is expected to go to trial for that crime next week. Brandy Higgins was arrested for the crime in February. She's accused of stealing more than $500,000 over 6 years. According to court documents, Higgins was employed by Steadfast Heat and Air. It's a family-owned company. She now faces fraud and theft charges. The former Arkansas sheriff's deputy accused of stealing cash in a drug sting pleaded not guilty in federal court Thursday. A grand jury indicted Scott Pillow on a charge of theft of government property. Court documents revealed the FBI arrested him following a sting earlier this month. They found money he's accused of stealing from what he thought was a drug deal in his garage and on him. His trial is set for December 24th.